Hi, welcome to Raising Them Simply. Here we share all about our secular homeschool as a family of 5. Today we are going to do a flip through and a review of the All About Spelling Level 1. We are currently using this with my 6.5-year-old. He is still working through All About Reading Level 1, but we're just about done. And he's been asking to do spelling, so we started this before we finished that. They do recommend that you start this after you've completed level 1, but we've been doing just fine with this so far. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around and let you guys see an inside for the level 1 All About Spelling. Okay, so this is All About Spelling level 1. It comes with the manual, and you can either, I just have these divided out to be easier to use, but you can either get the Letter Tiles app or you can get the letter tiles. And this is a one-time purchase. You can use this for All About Reading, all of their levels, as well as all the levels for All About Spelling. And then it comes with cards. The box is a separate purchase, but I do find that it's handy for this curriculum. And then we've got all of the cards. So we've got phonograms, and then they are separated by reviewed, mastered, or future lessons, sound cards review, key cards, and word card review. And it makes it nice to store these just in this nice little box here. It is important to note that this is the black and white version of this curriculum. They do have a newer curriculum available. I purchased this on Facebook Marketplace, and I just wanted to see how it would go. This has not been an issue for us. I know there's some people out there, when I was reviewing this curriculum myself, where people said that it was a little boring for their learner, and kind of monotonous. We have not run into this issue with this curriculum. I find that if it was like that for reading, it would be an issue in our homeschool, but this is just spelling, and so it's been working out great for us. They do like an intro, what All About Spelling Level 1 is, what is the goals for this. And this is important as well. So it talks about the materials that you need. And then it goes into what is the mindset or the theory for teaching to spell with this program. It talks about how they do visual, auditory, kinesthetic learning and how they use that in here through this program. And then it goes into the phonograms. So this is all just for the teacher to be able to really understand why they do it this way and how you should go about teaching it, and to become familiar with the program before you go ahead and teach it to your learner. So this part is really important for you to go through before you start teaching. So for the first lesson, or they call it steps, this is teaching the first 26 phonograms, so the different sounds for each of the cards. And as you go through here, it's just telling you that if your child doesn't know it immediately, that they need more review on that. Now, we personally did move through this lesson faster than him having it mastered, just because my son gets bored easily, and we're still reviewing all of this information in the rest of the lessons, as well as, since we're still doing this with All About Reading Level 1, he's getting the constant review, and it's been working just fine. But that is what they do recommend here in this lesson. And then step 2, they're talking about segmenting words. So if we flip through here, they have different words that you're supposed to read out to your learner, and then they're supposed to separate the sounds out. So for example, it says turn toward your students so that they can see your mouth as you speak. And the first sound we hear in the word floor is f. What is the first sound that you hear in the word sun? And then you wait for them to respond. And then what is the first sound you hear for the word ball? And then you keep doing that for all of these words here. And then they're doing the last sound down here. And next they want you to take little tokens, and as you read these words, they're going to pull down the token for each sound. So for the first one is the word see. So you would go s, e. And then the next one is zoo. So your learner would go z, oo. And then they would do that for all of these words here. And then this is more sounds that you are going to go through, but these, it says that continue the activity with the following words which have initial sounds that are not as easy to hold. So g, o, p, a, and then you would just go through all of that with those tokens like you did before. Now, all about spelling, it is important to note that this curriculum, each step does not mean you do everything in one day. You separate it out and you go to the learner's pace. Okay, so if you need more time on certain things, you could do that. If your learner is going really quickly through it, then you can just skip ahead, just listen to your learner. This next one is, you're still gonna do those little tokens, but these are for words with 3 sounds like pig, mat, hot. And then you would go through all of those. Now I'm going to skip ahead a little bit so that you can see where it is closer to the end of this curriculum. So this one is step 21 for consonant team NK. And the lesson is going to teach how to spell words containing NK, okay? It tells you what phonogram cards and key cards and stuff that you need. And then you're going to arrange your tiles and make different sounds with the NK tile. So it says tile NK can come after A, slide NK next to the A. It can come after I and slide NK next to the I. It can come after O, and it just keeps going down for those. This is one of the other benefits with All About Reading and All About Spelling, is that they really lay it out very easily for the teacher to be able to teach it. And this next part, you're going to spell with the tiles, and you're going to it says dictate the words and have your students spell them with the tiles, and follow the procedure for spelling with tiles illustrated in Appendix C. So by the time you get toward the end, you are just dictating these different words like bank, thank, drink, pink, and they have to spell them out with the tiles, and they're able to do that. So you're slowly working up, as your goal then is to be able to spell on paper. So first, after you've completed this, you would go to spell on paper. It says once your student is able to spell the words using the tiles, dictate the word cards 131 through 140 and have him spell the words on paper. And then you have more words here that you're going to have them spell, and more dictation that you're going to do. So that is the All About Spelling Level 1. There you have it. There's your flip through for the All About Spelling Level 1. Now, some people, when I was looking up video reviews for this before I went ahead and purchased it, I heard that there was a lot of people that said that they liked the newer version more. Like I mentioned, this is the black and white version. And a lot of people thought that it was too bland for them. I will say we've had no issue with this. I feel like if it's like a reading curriculum and you're having to do games to really interact, then all the colorful, fun pictures and stuff like that is really beneficial. But for me and my son as well, we're just spelling, guys. We're not having to we don't need to make things too complicated, right? And if you think back when, I was raised with public school, we didn't have anything like that for spelling, and it went just fine for us. A lot of it is just muscle memory and trying to get that ingrained so that way when you're writing, you don't have to think about it, right? I do really appreciate this because my son does have dyslexia, and so it takes his brain a little bit more effort to be able to connect the sounds with the words and writing it correctly and all of that kind of stuff. And this has been working great for us. I do think we're going to continue with All About Spelling in the future. Maybe we'll go ahead and purchase through them if I can't find it on Facebook Marketplace, but the black and white version has been working just fine for us. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you do for spelling with your homeschool, or if you do All About Spelling and how that is working for you. Please hit that subscribe button. It is a free way for you to be notified of future videos as well as to help support my channel. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.